Alright guys, so I've been getting a bunch of questions, messages, people asking how the truck truly drives. After the cam swap, this is a Brian Tooley truck Norris cam. They want to know how the truck drives, how it runs. There's a lot of questions and concerns. A lot of people was saying that their truck drives fine on a stock converter. You got some people that saying their truck absolutely just does not like a stock converter. A lot of people don't realize most of it's in your tuning. I ain't gonna say 100% of it. If you got a real stupid big camshaft and you're running on a stock converter, me personally, I've done it, I've tried it. It doesn't work out real well. Can it be done? Absolutely. Is it ideal? No. But the truck Norris cam, I did a lot of reading and researching on it, and before I picked that camshaft, I knew I wanted to be able to use my truck as a truck, be able to pull stuff. I pull a camper. Matter of fact, you see in the background, I pull a 32-foot Heartland Mallard. I got a 22-foot car hauler that I pull my side-by-side and other stuff on. So I didn't want a big stupid camshaft in it that I had to run a big converter, and just trying to pull a trailer, you're building a lot of heat, and it's just everything's real slippy, and it's just not ideal for what I wanted to use my truck for. So everybody's been asking, why do you think your truck drives good with a converter and mine don't? Or so and so here says that theirs don't work on a stock converter, but yours says it does. So I'm not gonna say it doesn't drive 100% like a stock truck. No, I mean, after you change a cam and you change this and that, it's never gonna drive like a stock truck again. Which 90% of the people that change the camshaft isn't looking for a stock driving truck. So just want to take everybody out for a little bit of a drive on this one. It's a very, very relaxed truck as far as having the cam in it and being very streetable, drivable. I would have no problem putting anybody in this truck and letting them drive it. Like I said, it's very maneuverable. It's not hard to drive. The brakes aren't like they were stock, obviously. That's to be expected when you're running a camshaft on a stock converter. That is where a bigger converter does come nice and handy. My brakes aren't bad. They aren't spongy. It doesn't seem to have any issues, anything like that. But like I said, the truck does seem to drive well. To me personally, like I said, I've drove a bunch of trucks with cams and camshafts and everything. No issues there. Complete stop. You get a little bit of idle. But the truck runs and drives excellent, in my opinion. So just want to take everybody for a little spin in it, and let everybody get a view of how my truck runs with that camshaft. Like I said, I'm not going to say everybody's going to drive the same. Obviously every truck, you can do two identical trucks with the same exact upgrades, and you're going to get two different outcomes. One may be faster, one may be slower, one may respond differently to different things. But just in general, I think my truck drives pretty well mannered, for a camshaft and everything in it. Especially given the fact that everybody else seems to think that theirs don't like a factory converter, don't drive well with a factory converter. But mine drives well, shifts well, lockup's great. I have zero complaints with this camshaft so far. It's held the bottom end torque. It's held the everything I've wanted out of it so far. It's given me, and I can't complain. Truck runs good, drives good, sounds good. I just didn't expect it to be 100% stock truck, when I done this. So a lot of the problem there is, people expect it to be a stock truck, and it's just not. You're never gonna get that out of a cam truck. So like I said, that's cruise set on 70. The truck runs good, drives good. I have have no complaints. I'm gonna pull over here and we'll turn back around and we'll make a stop here. And can't do nothing too crazy. The road's a little wet today, so it ain't gonna do no good to try to get out here and rip and tear. But I just wanted to make a good drivability video, you know, to show people how my truck drives with the camshaft. But you know, I think it drives pretty good myself personally. So I mean, that's come to a stop. That's an idle. Idle does come down a little bit. You know, if you sit long enough, you do get a little bit of a chop out of that idle. But I mean, like I said, the truck drives excellent. No lunging, no jerking, no shaking. Like I said, it does. The truck does excellent, you know. So, like I said, it's a very good running camshaft. I have no complaints at all. So maybe some of the guys that have some issues running the Brian Tooley Racing Chuck Norris cam on a stock converter, maybe you need to readdress your tuner. I will say this in defense, when you go to the smaller displacement motors, you know, anybody knows, this camshaft in a 6.2 is not going to be as aggressive as it would be in a 5.3, or especially a 4.8. You know, it's going to be a lot more aggressive, a smaller displacement motor. But in general, I kind of just wanted to make this video so everybody could see the drivability in my truck. Like I said, and again, it is a 6.2. It's not a 4.8 or a 5.3, but it is a four-wheel drive. Has 7.5 inches of lift on it. You know, 20 by 14 wheels with 33-inch mud grapplers. Pacesetter long tube headers, 3-inch exhaust, runs back into a 3.5 in, 3.5 out, magnaflow race series muffler, with a Volant intake. You know, other than that, it's a fairly stock truck. You know, just a few little minor things. But like I said, I just wanted to make this video just so everybody could kind of get a little bit of insight of, you know, how I think a cam truck runs pretty well on a stock converter. So if anybody got any questions or any concerns or anything, feel free to hit me up and maybe we could go over a little bit of tuning or something and try to get everybody squared away. But like I said, the truck does run good on a stock converter, and I'm very happy with it overall. So